With 2 days of early voting now in the books, the Travis County clerk says they've had a strong turnout so far.
But moving forward, those early voting totals may not drop right at 7 p.m. on election night here in Travis County. KXAN's Grace Reader explains why.
On the first day of early voting, the Travis County clerk says roughly 10,000 people showed up to cast their ballot. With several contentious primary races, the clerk says they expect roughly 30% of registered Travis County voters to take part in this election.
Here's my pro tip. If you vote early, number one, you have more options. If it turns out the line's really long or something like that, you have a chance to go back and try a different day. But also, the phone calls and texts that you're getting from candidates, once you vote, that night, the county uploads the list of people who voted that day, and they'll stop calling you.
One significant change this year in Travis County, that early round of results you're used to getting right as polls closed may be delayed. That's because the Travis County Republican Party requested that early votes not be counted until Election Day. That request mirrors a state law passed last session that could go into effect before next year.
Typically, Travis County voters are used to refreshing at 7 p.m. or 7:15 and seeing those early voting initial results come up. That will not be the case going forward.
Unlike November general elections or May local elections, March primaries are run by the county clerk in conjunction with local political parties. Despite tense negotiations during the primary season several years ago, both the Travis County Republican and Democratic parties told us things went smoothly this time around, and both parties once again agreed to a joint primary.
What that means as part of a joint primary is that voters can go to any of the locations. They can determine which party's primary they want to vote in when they arrive. We share poll places, we share equipment.
Grace Reader, KXAN News.
And the chair of the Travis County Democratic Party said, quote, "We are having record turnout and voting is functioning very smoothly, and we are able to ensure that voters can vote at countywide locations, both in early voting and on election day." And then the Travis County Republican Party told us, quote, they had no real pinch points this year.
For some additional context here, while the early voting tabulation changes are taking effect in Travis County right now, that's not the case statewide just yet. As for that state law we referenced, the Secretary of State told us, quote, Senate Bill 2753 passed during the last legislative session makes several changes to Texas elections, including the elimination of the 4-day gap between early voting and election day. The changes will not go into effect until after the Office of the Secretary of State publishes a report and procedures relating to the implementation of the bill. Our office has been working on this report and advising counties, including hosting work groups, issuing an advisory, and covering it in election seminars. It has not yet been determined when the changes will go into effect, end quote.
And if you're not sure how exactly Texas primaries work, you can find out with our KXAN voter guide, online right now. You're going to also find what to expect on the ballot from local races to state level and what you can bring to the polls with you and what to avoid. There's also additional information online. Just search for KXAN Voter Guide.